Respected Chairman Sir, respected Principal Ma'am, Vice Principal Ma'am, distinguished heads of the departments, and our dedicated teachers and dear parents, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all for the parent orientation program at GVR School. Today marks the beginning of a wonderful partnership between home and school. So I am glad to invite our Chairman Sir to welcome the gathering. I extend my heartfelt welcome to our respected Chairman Sir. Your inspiring vision and constant support continue to guide our school towards excellence. We are truly honored by your gracious presence today. Presence of your Principal Ma'am. So I would like to invite her to share her inspiring thoughts and to welcome the gathering.
A very pleasant morning for everyone. I think my work, should I speak in my work? Can I speak without mic? Okay, meanwhile, before sir comes, I will say a few words. So first of all,
thank you very much. Very happy morning. Welcome to GVR family. So obviously it is our family, right? So family in sense, always mutual cooperation is mandatory. Teachers are cooperating as well as we also need to cooperate with the teachers simultaneously. Today is the first parent orientation program. So you are all aware about what is the orientation. The coming one academic year is what we are going to do. Now the teachers are going to explain. So we have not only concentrated on 4 months of education, we are also concentrated for the academic session along with co-curricular activities. The overall development of the students depends on all curricular and co-curricular activities. True, right? Okay. So you are all aware. So we are doing so many innovative activities like reading activity. Reading activity, no school can do it because creating a group to the parents is the biggest challenge because so many parents will comment in groups, but fortunately, I respect our parents. No parent will send the messages in group. That is really appreciated from bottom of my heart, from on behalf of my GVR teachers. I'm really appreciating you. So I'm same cooperation and expecting the future also. So this group is purely for students and to do the activities, not for messaging, sharing or something else. So everybody is following right? Groups are following right? So I'll come to you, the teacher will come to you. You'll just say the opinion about the reading activity. We'll go to one by one. After a few minutes, I'll hand over the mic to you. They'll explain all the activities. Okay? So first, talk about the reading activity and how they are going to cooperate with school. Go and talk to them one by one.
I would like to stress on this point. Our school is very different from any organization as far I have seen, because whenever we conduct a meeting, we have a certain program scheduled properly. But Chairman Sir's ideology is first to make the parents talk. So that is what we are going to do. Before giving you, when you came for the admission process, we have explained all the methodologies in detail. But stepping into it, I would like to get the information because you have been coming to school for 20 days, 20 plus days. So how is the reading activity going on? First, I would like to ask new parents, new. not for judging your kids. It is giving a transparency of how your child is in the classroom. So many of the parents will not be getting a chance to see how the child in core was. So here you get a chance to know how the child is feeling when he comes to home. And he also tells you what exactly the teacher is doing in the classroom. Any other new parents?
What you have observed in 15 days of coming?
GR గురించి తెలుసుకుని మా అక్కడ GR జాయిన్ చేశాను. తర్వాత క్లాస్లో ఏం జరుగుతుందని వీడియోస్ GRని ఇష్టపడే
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Any other new parents?
School మంచిగా అది అప్లై
మనం రీసెంట్గా లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ 1 చందన్ నగర్ ఈ ఇయర్ మనకి అక్కడ 500 స్టూడెంట్స్ వచ్చారు. ఒకే ఇయర్లో 500 స్టూడెంట్స్ రావడానికి చాలా పెద్ద అచీవ్మెంట్. ఎందుకు అంటే మనం చేసే యాక్టివిటీస్ నాకు తెలిసిన వరకు వెరీ ఇన్నోవేటివ్ యాక్టివిటీస్ ఎవరు చేయరు. ఎందుకు మీరు ఇన్నోవేటివ్ అంటే అదే మనము ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ 6 బుక్స్ చదువుతాం. మన పిల్లలకి ఇచ్చేది 6 బుక్స్. మనకి వరల్డ్ ఆఫ్ క్రోస్ ఆఫ్ బుక్స్ వరల్డ్లో బుక్స్ ఉంది. కానీ ఈ 6 బుక్స్ చదివితే మీ వాడికి మహాత్వాలు అవుతుంది. అది నాది గ్యారెంటీ. ఎందుకంటే నాకు 100 మార్క్స్ వచ్చినా కానీ మీ పిల్లలు ఎక్స్ట్రాడినరీగా పర్ఫామ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. కానీ ఈ 6 బుక్స్ ఎలా హెల్ప్ అవ్వాలంటే ప్రకటన జరిగింది. సో మీరు అర్థం చేసుకోవాల్సింది ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ టాపర్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో 569 మార్క్స్ వచ్చిన అమ్మాయి మా అమ్మాయి గారు. కానీ మా వాడికి 469 మార్క్స్ వచ్చినాయి. అంటే 100 మార్క్స్ డిఫరెన్స్. 570. సో అన్ని మార్క్స్ వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు రిచ్ కాదు. మా వాడికి మేము అన్ని ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఇస్తాం, అయినా కానీ వాడికి 469 మార్క్స్ వచ్చాయి. ఇక్కడ ప్రజెంటేషన్ అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. మార్క్స్ అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఖచ్చితంగా లైఫ్లో అచీవ్ చేయాలి అంటే వరల్డ్ అర్థం చేసుకునే క్యాపబిలిటీ అనేది స్కూల్ నుంచి రావాలి. ఇప్పుడు రీడింగ్ యాక్టివిటీ మీరు అనుకుంటున్నారు ఓన్లీ ఫుడ్ చదువుతున్నాడు కాదు, హీఈస్ ప్రెజెంటింగ్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్. ప్రపంచానికి తను పరిచయం చేసుకుంటాడు. రేపు ఫ్యూచర్లో అతనికి ఎవరితో తెలియని మాట్లాడాలన్న భయం ఉంది. మీకు మైక్ ఇస్తే మీకు కొంచెం భయం ఉంటుంది, నర్వస్నెస్ ఉంది. బట్ మన స్టూడెంట్ ఎవరికి నాకు తెలిసినంత ఈవెన్ ఎల్కేజీ స్టూడెంట్కి కూడా నర్వస్నెస్ ఉంటుంది. అందరి ముందు మాట్లాడగలుగుతారు, ప్రజెంట్ చేయగలుగుతారు. సో మేము అదే దాన్ని ఫిజికల్ గ్రూప్స్ మీరు ఏ స్కూల్ చేయలేదు, మీరు ఎలా చేయగలుగుతున్నారంటే మీరు ఇందాకే చెప్పారు. వేరే స్కూల్స్లో గ్రూప్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తే ఎక్కువ నెగిటివిటీ వాడుకుంటారు. కానీ మన స్కూల్లో క్రియేట్ చేస్తుందంటే ఏ పేరెంట్ అలాగే 99.999% పేరెంట్స్ మాకు కోఆపరేట్ చేస్తున్నారు. కాబట్టి లాస్ట్ 10 years నుంచి ప్రోగ్రామ్ లేదు. ఈవెన్ ఎవరు మెసేజెస్ కూడా పెట్టరు. రెస్పెక్ట్ దట్. అదే కంటిన్యూ చేయండి. దిస్ గ్రూప్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ మెant ఫర్ యాక్టివిటీస్, నాట్ ఫర్ యువర్ కమ్యూనికేషన్. వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంట్ టు కమ్యూనికేట్ టు ద స్కూల్, జస్ట్ కమ్ డౌన్ టు ద అడ్మిన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్. దే ఆర్ హియర్ టు సాల్వ్ యువర్ ఆల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. సో ఇంకా ఇంపార్టెంట్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే ఇన్ని యాక్టివిటీస్ చేస్తున్నామంటే మీ కోఆపరేషన్ వల్ల చేస్తున్నాం. ఇయర్ మనం కంప్లీట్గా బిల్డింగ్ రెనోవేషన్ చేసి 1 crore నేను ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేస్తాను. మేము స్కూల్ని చాలా ప్యాషనెట్గా రన్ చేస్తాం. నాకు ఎక్కువ ఇంట్లో కన్నా నేను ఎక్కువ స్కూల్లోనే ఉంటాను. ఎందుకంటే ఇది నేను ఒక ప్రొఫెషనల్ లాగా మాకు వచ్చిన ఆపర్చునిటీగా చూస్తాను. అందుకే ఇంత షార్ట్ స్పాన్లో ఒక బ్రాంచ్ పెడితే కూడా అక్కడ కూడా బేసిక్ అక్కడ పేరెంట్స్ అంటే వీళ్ళందరికీ తెలుసు. అక్కడ వాళ్ళైతే ఎప్పుడు చూడని యాక్టివిటీస్, వాళ్ళకి తెలియని యాక్టివిటీస్ రియల్లీ చాలా బాగా కోఆపరేట్ చేస్తున్నారు. అక్కడ పేరెంట్స్, ఒక టీచర్స్ కానీ స్టాఫ్ కానీ అన్ని పాసిబిలిటీ ఉంటే ఒకసారి మన నెక్స్ట్ మీటింగ్ మనం ఆ బ్రాంచ్లో పెట్టుకోవాలి. వాటిని చెప్పి సో థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. ఇప్పుడు రెగ్యులర్ సెషన్ కంటిన్యూ చేయండి. 1 hour ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఉంటుందండి. అంటే మీకు ఎంత అవుతుందో. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable time and words. Now we are here to share your inspiring words and to address the gathering. Please, ma'am.
think already you have a complete idea about what is GER. But here I take this opportunity to explain to you how important it is for parents to have a communication with the school. School, as sir mentioned, it is not just the building, or it is not the chairman sir, or it is not the principal, or it is not, what we are showcasing to you. It is purely the teachers. School is nothing but teachers. So first, I would like to take the opportunity to appreciate all our teachers who are present here. And I also take this opportunity to call all the school teachers along with the VP ma'am and our HODs. So we have, this academic year, we have taken the post of HODs, head of the department. That is complete academic curriculum. Ma'am Anuradha ma'am and Sudha ma'am, she is the HOD of exams and evaluation. And Bhargavi ma'am, she plays a very important role in the present generation because writing exams or giving the papers. So when I want to showcase my school, it is media. So she is the HOD of media. So I take the honor of welcoming the HODs, and I also call upon all our teachers, nursery, and especially, last but not the least, I have to tell her, Latika ma'am, she is the head of Newbies Learning Academy. So if you want your child to have extra time and learning apart from the school, ma'am comes a part of it. They completely take over your child if the parent is busy or they are not at home or at group work. So they take care of the complete methodology, what we are following, they also follow in the tuitions, and they do all the work the parent has to do in the study, learning academy. Now I call upon nursery, LKG, and I would like to call all the teachers, UKG, first, second, third, fourth. Anyway, they will be showcasing the teachers, but I want to take this opportunity. Please come here. So, we are a family. So, teachers, please. So, you can just turn your head and see because they are having their own duties. You don't want step aside from that. So, here, we are a family. We are GPR family. They will particularly show in the PPT presentation which department and who are the teachers, so that once the meeting gets over, you can talk to those teachers. So you have seen me stopping IMA for drinking tea. It's not for that purpose. I want to take your refreshment and talk to the teachers so that in the very first parent orientation you get to know which teacher is handling this subject, because it's very important for a parent to understand. Because whenever you attend a PTM, it is not to just see the marks of your child. In GDR, we never promote marks. We only promote what the child has written in the paper. Because what he or she writes in the paper is going to decide what she is going to get the marks. So when you get to know the teachers, you can talk to them. So thank you teachers, thank you ma'am, thank you. Now I would like to call upon two parents. Any of parents, please can you come forward? Just switch it now, explain, that's it. Please, can I get a plate, glass and a water bottle? Empty glass. One more parent, please. Again, check the no, explain. Okay, water bottle please. Water bottle, yes. Fill that bottle. Come, please come. One of you hold the plate, any of you. Fill the bottle. So I am going to just show you an example, okay, and then I'll get into that topic. Let me see how many of you can understand what I am trying to say. I think you know now. Now I want you to pour water in the glass and make sure it is not spilling. Till I say stop, you have to pour. You have to keep pouring till I say. After అప్పటి నుంచి చెప్పిన వరకు మీరు పోర్ చేయాలి. ఇట్లా పోస్తూ ఉండాలి. నేను అప్పటి నుంచి చెప్పిన వరకు till I say stop you have to pour. Till I say stop you have to pour down. Okay. Fine. Thank you, ma'am. So, it was a chin experiment happened, right? So, ma'am was holding it and ma'am was pouring the water on in the glass. Now, when I said, till I say stop, ma'am, you know, please, ma'am, thank you. Thank you, ma'am, thank you. Till I say you have to keep pouring. Ma'am is pouring water. But, okay, little bit tarvata meer kuda koncham tension aaya kada. Water it will spill off. So ma'am also became conscious where the water will spill. Now this is called emotional intelligence. You know what is emotional intelligence? Everybody is emotional, right? If I ever suppose I'm not emotional, I'm like very strong also, but sometimes we become emotional. So here I would like to connect this emotional intelligence with a teacher and the parent. So now parents, every teacher is also a parent, every parent is also a teacher. So we have a saying like, the parent is the first teacher. ఒప్పుకుంటారా? ఎంతమంది ఒప్పుకుంటారు? ఫస్ట్ టీచర్ నేనే. ఫస్ట్ వర్డ్ మీరే కదా. అంటే పేరెంట్ అంటే ఇట్ ఇస్ ఫాదర్ అండ్ మదర్. సో ఇక్కడ ఏమైందంటే when you send your child to school, you feel that teacher is complete. Teacher is the full part for my child. If something happens, it is teacher's responsibility. Ankutaraka? Do you think like that? Yes. So here, emotion plays a major role. I will give you one example. Okay. So in our house, there are like 6 or 7 taps. And when you reach home, I'm asking you, when you reach home, you see the house is like flooded. Water వచ్చేసింది. మీ రూమ్ మొత్తం వాటర్ వచ్చేసింది. మీరు ఏం చేస్తారు? మీరు ఇంటికి వెళ్తున్నారు, వాటర్ మొత్తం వచ్చింది, మీరు స్టెప్ చేస్తే వాటర్ స్టెప్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఏం చేస్తారు? ఫస్ట్ డిసిషన్ ఏం చేస్తారు? క్లీన్ చేస్తారు. ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. సో మనం క్లీన్ చేస్తాము. But what we have to do, we have to find the root cause. Where the water is leaking. Because how many taps are there? 6 or 7 taps. Easy, for example, you will have a clarity if it is your home. Me illu ante meeku telusu ee tap lo problem undi kada, probably ikkada nunchi water is leaking. But if the same thing happens in my house and you go to my house, what will happen to you? You have no clue where the water is. So first impression ఏం వస్తుంది? ఏంటిది? ఇది కూడా వాళ్ళు నీట్ పెట్టుకోరా, ఇది కూడా వాళ్ళు తెలియదా, ఇది చూసుకోరా? They have to see this, right? Thoughts will come. Same thing happens in a school. So when you send your child, right? First thing, teachers are also parents are also teacher. Second thing, when you join your child in a school and when you attend a PTM, when you find out that child is not studying or they are not sending the reading activity or they are not performing well or they are performing brilliantly, super, try to give the appreciation by finding the root cause. A root cause not everything. When we can find the root cause, then you have a proper communication with the teacher. Not the management. It is the teacher. You have to come for every parent-teachers meeting. మనం ఎందుకు పేరెంట్-టీచర్ మీటింగ్ కండక్ట్ చేస్తామంటే ఈ పర్పస్ కోసం. It's not just talking about the marks what they are scoring. We never try to, teachers never try to call the parent and say, "మీ బాబు ఇంకా అలా చేస్తున్నారు." ఎందుకంటే మీకు తెలుసు. I said, right, find the root cause. As your child, you know, మీ స్టూడెంట్స్ కి ప్రాబ్లం ఎక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు. చాలా నాటి ఉంటారు, ఎక్కడ ఓన్గా బాగా చెప్తారు, రైటింగ్ ఉండదు. అది మనం ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసి we have to get a solution. That is what we call as an emotional intelligence. Even though you go in throughout the year, ఎందుకంటే learning is not going to happen in 1 week or 2 weeks or a month or I have seen personally with my 16 years of experience, some students when they come to 10th standard, in the last 4 months they will completely change. After they will not chadavane chadavu, our attitude will be completely different. But in that 4 months, kids' attitudes will change. Even this batch, what we have given the batch, there are so many, like 6-7 students. We were like literally praying when we opened the, marks, the result. But to our surprise, everybody scored good. So that is what a child is. A child you can never judge. You have to keep in your mind. Never come to a parent meeting with a negative mindset. వచ్చి మా పాప చదవట్లేదు ఈ మాట ఎప్పుడు ఒక స్టూడెంట్ అనుకో యూ షుడ్ నెవర్ అటర్ ఆ మాట ఇఫ్ యు సే రైట్ ద స్టూడెంట్ విల్ రిజిస్టర్ ఇట్ ఓకే నేను చదవట్లేదు ఐ నాట్ రీడింగ్ రైట్ వై షుడ్ ఐ డూ బికాస్ దే డోంట్ హ్యావ్ దట్ మెచ్యూరిటీ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ఐఎమ్ కమింగ్ టు స్కూల్ టు స్టడీ ఐఎమ్ కమింగ్ టు స్కూల్ టు స్టడీ టు గెట్ మార్క్స్ ఐఎమ్ కమింగ్ టు స్కూల్ టు స్టడీ టు గెట్ గుడ్ మార్క్స్ అండ్ టు గో ఇన్ టు గుడ్ పొజిషన్ దే హ్యావ్ నో ఐడియా అబౌట్ ఇట్. They are coming to school just because you are pushing them from the bed. So, another point, also make sure it is first, you say yes or no. It is purely the parent's responsibility to correct your child. Correct your child in the sense, use of mobile phones. We understand our generation is completely different and kids' generations are completely different. But many of the parents in the parent teacher meeting will come and say, చాలా టైం మొబైల్ వాడుతున్నారు చెప్పండి మేడం మీరే చెప్పండి మేడం నేను చెప్తాం వాడకండి నేను చెప్తాం స్కూల్లో దే వోంట్ రైట్ బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ ఇన్ ద హోమ్ సో పేరెంట్స్ షుడ్ కంట్రోల్ యువర్ చైల్డ్ మనం హౌ వాట్ పేరెంట్స్ బ్రాట్ అప్ వి నో రైట్ వి నాట్ బి దట్ స్ట్రిక్ట్ బట్ వి కెన్ టాక్ టు దెమ్ టెల్ దెమ్ యు షుడ్ నాట్ యూజ్ సెకండ్ థింగ్ మా బాబులు తినట్లేదు మేడం దే ఆర్ నాట్ టేకింగ్ అప్ అట్ టైం సో habituate don't make them to sleep late at night early to bed early to rise I don't know మనం అది వాడుతున్నప్పుడు we are using that and are we following it మనం ఎంతసేపు మొబైల్ చూస్తాం నైట్ పేరెంట్స్ हम भी नहीं है ना मोबाइल रात 2 घंटे तक 3 घंटे तक हम भी देखते हैं so the same thing see kids are nothing but learners they learn from parents first then they learn from the teachers. School is an environment where they get to learn bad things, good things, super good things, super bad things. But here the educators are people to guide which is good, which is wrong. The same thing the parents should also do. So I hope I have given a gist what is good and what the parent has to do and what the parent has to understand when you are sending your child to school. Make sure that it is not complete teacher's responsibility, it is a give and take policy guide. What we are doing, a small information I will share and I will try to hand over the mic to the rest of the staff. So, morning ఎంతమంది టెన్షన్ అవుతారు కుకింగ్ చేస్తాం లేసి మార్నింగ్ ఎవరు పిల్లలకి వేకప్ చేస్తారు హూ మేక్స్ యువర్ చైల్డ్ ఫాదర్ వేకప్ చేస్తారా మదర్ బెడ్ నుంచి లేచి గెటప్ గో బ్రష్ చెప్తారా ఎవరు మెజారిటీగా చెప్తారు చెప్పండి ఫాదర్ చెప్తారా మదర్ చెప్తారా ఫాదర్ హ్యాండ్ రేస్ ఓకే 2 3 ఓకే 4 ఫాదర్స్ సో ఫాదర్స్ మీరు ఏ టైంలో లేస్తారు అది వాట్ టైం యూ గెటప్ మా తెలుగు కొంచెం వేర్ చేసుకోండి ఓకే సో మదర్స్ మీరు ఏ టైం వర్క్ చేస్తారు మార్నింగ్ యూ వేకప్ యూ కుక్ యువర్ బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ ఫర్ యూ ఫర్ యువర్ హస్బెండ్ ఫాదర్స్ ఏం చేస్తారు ఫాదర్ అట్లాంటి ఫాదర్ అందరూ ఉంటే వైఫ్ విల్ బి వెరీ హ్యాపీ టు గెట్ అ హస్బెండ్ లైక్ దట్ ఐ హోప్ దే విల్ సో లెట్ మీ కమ్ టు దిస్ పాయింట్ you have your anxiety, frustration right in the morning time you wow how it feels happy to love wow my child will not wake up no sometimes you might feel like only birthday I have to go for vacation undadi kada chance you have to do it so here emotion again plays a major role anxiety, frustration, anger in the early morning dances on our head. Not only for you, but the double triple for the teachers. Because you're waking up your child and sending them to school. But your teachers, they have to do the same for their kids. They have to come reach school by 8:15 a.m. And now you have to understand when the teacher enters the class, she cannot carry that emotion, that anger, that frustration into the classroom. ఏమైతుంది ఆ యాంగర్ ఫ్రస్ట్రేషన్ అన్ని తీసుకొని క్లాస్లోకి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏమైతుంది ఇట్లా 40-35 మెంబర్స్ కూర్చుంటారు ఏమవుతుంది చాలా ఇట్లా కాములు కూర్చుంటారు అంటుంటారా మీలాగా one student will be jumping, one student will be repeating ma'am, quiet, one will open the tiffin box seat. So here teachers must handle that emotion, that anger, that frustration to give a proper impact for your child. If the teacher is going to hold all those things into a classroom, the child, what we are expecting from a teacher cannot be reached to the child. So you have to understand, it is a joint hand, your hand, our hand, management hand, teachers hand, all together holding your children for the betterment. So as I'm going to come to the end of this session, I would really appreciate if parents really cooperate this complete academic year and in coming future so that we can do good to your children. End of the day, it is for the child's betterment. I hope you have all understood what I am trying to say and for sure will make a better future for our children. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a very explained session. I hope every parent understood. So now I would like to invite our Vice Principal, ma'am, to help parents understand the guidelines, the rules that will be followed in the school. May I invite Vice Principal, ma'am?
Good morning, everyone. Warm welcome to parent orientation program. Today I would like to explain new rules that we have parents and the students. Here, actually, new session started, right? I would like to say few things because early morning so I wanted to give you a few 7 golden rules. Here are follow school rules. First, be honest and responsible. Fifth rule, good behavior. Sixth rule, stay focused on learning. Seventh rule is work together between school and home. Here, why I am explaining this is we need support from the parents as well. Without parents, students can't do this. So I need complete support from parents. Of course, you are doing, but still you need more support from parents. So you see regular observing. So every student has to attend school every day. It should be regular punctual. Second point, the school timings are 8:30. And first students have to stay at the location must stop at least 5 minutes earlier. So we are sharing the right location, right? So based on that only you have to send your kids. So the bus driver they are going to stay only for 2 minutes, not more than that. So everybody has to arrive 5 minutes earlier. Second one is respect everyone. So kids has to respect teachers, elders, and every chairman or everyone they have to respect here. And they have to use polite language in school also and also at home. Then follow school rules as they have to wear ID cards and neat uniform. They have to wash their clothes regularly and they have to carry bags very neat and they have to maintain uniform and school time. So they have to complete the homework in time and they have to send daily activity. Daily activity, the WhatsApp group is open from 5 to 7 p.m. So everyone has to post it between 5 to 7. After that, the WhatsApp group will be closed. parents, please cooperate your kids also by speaking good language at home as well. Stay focused on learning. Stay focused on learning means the kid has to be attended in the class. Students, please follow all the rules here, what I have mentioned here. Thank you parents, thank you one and all for your support.
Sorry for the inconvenience and technical issue. Call upon our academics HOD Mrs. Anuragha to help you understand the overview of the academics, the teaching methodologies and the learning approach. How we teach the children and what are the academics are going to be explained by our academics HOD. So I would like to invite ma'am.
Good morning, one and all. Respected principal ma'am, vice principal ma'am, respected teachers, and all my dear students. So, a very warm welcome to all of you. Today we are gathered here for the paid orientation program. Half the session has been done. Let me clear the academic session. So, before jumping into my credentials, I would like to start this session with a small proverb. The proverb goes as Rome is not built in a day. Rome is not built in a day. That means big things don't happen all of a sudden. It takes gradually, it goes gradually, it takes time. And this proverb synchronizes with our GVR perfectly. GVR has turned 25 years old, and this year is going to be an incredible year because of two reasons. The two reasons, firstly the newly renovated campus at GVR, and secondly we are going to celebrate 25 years of GVR's journey. We are going to celebrate the silver jubilee of our organization. So, I very well know all the parents here are well charged, your anxiety, and I can understand you are intensely focused on your students' well-being. GVR is an organization which has undergone 25 years of hardship, discipline, dedication, devotion, resilience, and it was founded by Dr. Bhishma Reddy Garu, the respected chairperson, in the year 2002. And our GVR grew, and now it has extended to such an extent that we have started a new branch in Chandanagar, that is Ridgeford International School. Parents, a small break for all of you.
Good morning and respected principal ma'am, vice principal ma'am, parents, teachers and my dear students. My name is Swapna. I am serving as a HOD of Examination and Invigilation Department at our school. I would like to share importance of our assessment system and how parents can support their children throughout academic year. Exams are not simply a tool to measure the marks. They help us understanding students' learning progress, strengths and areas need improvement. Our school follows structured and transparent examination process to ensure fairness, discipline and academic integrity. The invigilation department plays a vital role in maintaining secure and stress-free examination environment. Sure that every examination is conducted smoothly, fairly and according to the school guidelines. This helps students develop honesty, responsibility, and confidence. Dear parents, your support is essential in your child's academic journey. Encourage regular study habits, proper time management, and positive attitude towards learning. Please focus not only on marks but also on the effort, discipline, growth your child demonstrate throughout the year. We request you to ensure that students maintain regular attendance, complete assignments on time, and proper consistency rather than relay last-minute studies. A healthy routine, balanced diet, and sufficient sleep are equally important for academic success. Periodic tests and summative assessments conducted according to the planned schedule and follow the prescribed schedule. Our GVF special assessments are CBT, OBT, and HT. CBT closed book test, OBT open book test, and HT home test. Every day they have one subject as a CBT, and depends upon the timetable OBT is also they are sending to write in a OBT of the parents. And every Saturday, first Saturday we send Telugu and Maths as a HT home test as a Google link. We will send in the WhatsApp group. And second Saturday they will receive Hindi and science. Third Saturday they will receive social and English, one language and one option. And coming for the benefits of our special assemblies. So why we are highlighting our so CBT evaluate how well students are understanding, remember and apply the concepts they are learned. Now coming for the benefits of OPT. OPT understanding of concepts rather than memorization. And OPT is a step to the students in real life studies where the resources are available. Means they can search from the textbooks or material where the resources are available. And it's helps to encourage the critical thinking, problem solving, and reduce the stress also. Now HT is also improve students' confidence, self-discipline, and time management skills. Dear parents, our goal is to work together as a team, parents, teachers, students to create supportive learning environment where child can achieve their full potential. Thank you for your continued trust, cooperation. Together, let us make our academic year productivity successful and enrich for all our students. Thank you. Thank you very much.
For the examination and the conduction. So next we have the theme of GVR is learning beyond the classroom. Now what is learning beyond the classroom? Child should not restrict himself or herself within the textbook. He needs to come from the textbook, he needs to explore, he needs to create, he needs to think, he needs to make decisions. So these all things can happen if they are outside, they think outside the box. And here, learning beyond the classroom is both curricular as well as co-curricular activities. Next, we have our Chaitanya message, whose ultimate vision is to provide the best education with world-class amenities. And it's quite visible, all the parents can see around here. Switching over Principal Ma'am's message. Our ma'am believes that every child is unique in himself or herself. We have to celebrate this uniqueness in different ways. Her vision is always regarding towards different methodologies that to empower the students with diverse learning opportunities. Thank you, Principal Ma'am. This is the most important slide which you are seeing on the screen. We have already spoken about the 25 25 years of academic excellence, as just now I have told. We are on the edge of going to be celebration of Silver Jubilee of JVR Global. Here, a strong focus is always on the child's development and well-being and safety. How many of the parents, when you go and join your child in any school or organization, what is the first and foremost thing that you have in your mind? Can anyone? What is the first thing that you have in your mind when you go with your child for the admission? I think that is safety. Yes? Is it clear?
Yes.
Safety is the most important thing. Then comes academics, facilities and all. So let me introduce my GVR security protocols. Let me introduce these protocols to you. GVR always has given priority to the security and well-being of the student. So first thing that happens in our campus is there is always one entry point. When one entry point is open, the remaining perimeter gates are always closed. Secondly, the 24 hours surveillance overhaul. We have placed CC cameras in each and every corner, like the blind places, blind zones, parking areas, gateways, in the hallways and everywhere. So these we are going to monitor each and every moment going in our school. Secondly, if the child is not well, in any case, if the child is not well, the management takes an immediate response to go and reach the parent at any cost. If the child is suffering from a contagious disease, then we follow our isolation protocols. So, in any case, students are not allowed to leave the school grounds unless and until there is summative assessments. You can come to the school. It is mandatory actually. Come discuss, meet the teachers, discuss about the growth of the child, about their weaknesses, about their strengths and everything, and get an overall view of the child. Further, required common work, which includes both not only academics, it includes co-curricular activities. For that, in our school, we have the activity staff, we have physical trainers, those who take care, guide, monitor the physical fitness of your child. Here, provided smart boards. These are our latest spacious classrooms, which are well. These are our washrooms with we take utter care, check the hygiene of the child, keeping in view. The chart which is on the display is about the organizational hierarchy chart. The chart talks with our respected chairman, Dr. Bhishma Reddy sir. Next comes our principal ma'am, Ms. Lupa, Vice Principal, Mrs. Sudha. We have campus in-charges. Why I am giving a brief description. You may face any problem in future. If you want to contact, these are the people you can come forward and contact. So wherever you feel difficulty, you can directly go to them and get the clarity. So we have our campus in charge, Mrs. Lakshmi. We have admin in charge, Mrs. Vijaya. Floor in charge, Mrs. Mani. Next is the academic coordinator, myself, Anuradha. This is HRD for examination and evaluation, Mrs. Swapna. Then HRD for co-curricular and social media, Mrs. Shravana Bhargavi. Principal sir. This slide, our chairman sir, Dr. Bhishma Reddy Garu. And this slide will just give an information subject wise or department wise, so that you will have a clear clarity, because on seeing all the teachers at a time, you might feel to whom you have to approach. So we have classified the teachers based on the grades and according to the department they are handling. So our vice principal, Sudhara, this is the admin department. Yes. This is the admin department. We have 5 in all. In any case you want to reach us, you can have more. This is the Department of English. Veena, HOD for the coordinator, academic coordinator. I come from the English faculty. So this is the Department for English. This is the pre-primary department. This is the pre-primary department. Next, this is the social department. This is science, maths department, and the Hindi department, Telugu department. The most important activities, those who are going to take it, that is the sports department, physical trainers, and apart from this after school program, which is none other than Miss Latika. This is Latika. She is going to take care of the new Miss Academy for the extra care and support of your child. Next, apart from the staff, this is non-teaching, our caretakers, without whom we can't move an inch. These are our caretakers. Yeah, this is the main staff. And here, just okay. These are the individual names displayed. If you are another, if you want, I can read out the names. But I said okay. Our teaching staff: Mrs. Ramadevi, Mrs. Aruna, Mrs. Lili Gupta, Mr. Shivaprasad, Mrs. Swarna, Mrs. Anjusha, Mrs. Anurag, Mrs. Sandhya, Mrs. Preeti Kumari, Mrs. Meena, Mrs. Madhuri, Mrs. Kavya, Mrs. Satyasri, Mrs. Bhargavi, Mrs. Juvenia. Next, Mrs. Chandramani, Mrs. Vijaya Kumari, Mrs. Kalyani, Mrs. Lakshmi, and Mr. Anjali. For the non-teaching staff, these are activity faculty. We have 3 PET physical trainers. Ramesh sir, somewhere there. Sir, please wave your hand. Ramesh sir, Sai Kumar, okay, and Narasimha sir. Along with the co-curricular, we have Karate Master Yogeshwar, Mr. Yogeshwar. We have the dance master Surya sir. We have robotics, and along with that we have PL labs. Helping faculty for your books, uniform, and others. We have Lakshmi, we have Padma, Julie, Venikama, Venkatesa, and Surya. So they are helping faculty. And these people are responsible for your transport. They take care of the transport of your children. Prasad and Aziz. So this is a brief introduction about our teaching and non-teaching staff. Hence, now switching on to textbooks. This year we have adopted the Cambridge curriculum. So what is so special? Something which makes this Cambridge unique as compared to other curriculums. Firstly, every chapter in the textbook is provided with a QR code. That is the highlight point of this Cambridge curriculum. It provides the self-study, it proves the self-study of the child. So every QR code in the textbook, when you scan that code, it is an audio support for your child. Suppose the child wants to revise, suppose he wants to practice, and there is no physical teacher audio. He can listen to that and he can recall whatever happened in the class. Some lessons we have even animated visuals also. So both audio, video and activity learning, these are the major points of this curriculum. So further, it is also helpful for the spoken English of your child. Most of the parents come with a desire that their child should speak fluently. So this curriculum definitely will help. It is a positive. It will definitely boost your child to speak more fluently. Just a minute. I hope everyone has got the feedback papers with you. A slip of paper which was given for you to give a feedback. I would like the teachers to distribute the pens. These pens are for you. You can keep it, use it, and it is a blue green pen. It has a seed inside. It has a seed behind. So you can plant this. We don't know what plant is there, but you can plant it. So I want the teachers to just distribute the pens to all the parents. And parents, please make sure that you won't step on observing this. We will make the children prior in the classes for that particular event. What all things they have to do, how they have to prepare. So it will be given on the spot. Next. Apart from this, we have other learning resources in our school that makes Divya quite unique. Last year, we have introduced robotics. And it went really well because we have to match our children with this AI generated world and they have to face challenges which they are going to face in the future. Now, along with robotics, we have started group discussions in the class. So, your attention please, all the parents kindly. A very important thing that I am going to say. Group discussions among the students in the class. Every subject will get a group discussion session every week. In this, we are going to divide the children in groups. A content is given where every child, irrespective of his ability, has to participate and he has to come up with ideas. And at the end, all these ideas are shared and they can come to a decision. They can be decision makers at the end. So, apart from the group discussions, we have the IIT program from 6th to 10th classes, so that the students can dive deep into the core content of the subject. So, it not only and further it will prepare the students for the future competitive exams. Next, apart from that, we have experiments, where the student will explore, experiment and work with their own hands and they can come to know what is happening around them instead of simply listening to what the teachers are saying. So a hand-on experiment definitely is much more important for a child to understand a concept. Along with that, we have karate, as already shown on the slide, we have the dance classes. The days are fixed. Finally, before concluding, I have two most important points to discuss here. The display over here, which you can see, is the most important. It is the assessment record of the child. It is the assessment record of the child, or it is also known as the individual report of the child. It reveals the complete activity of the child. His presence, his absence, his strengths, his weakness, his reading ability, his writing ability, his vocabulary, everything is displayed in this one sheet. It is a sheet, it is a transparent sheet between the parents and the teachers where the students can't escape.
We have back side, turn and
They are
right.
taking the exam.
Right.
The child might not read the books. Even you get lesson. In that case, every subject teacher will have a record of that. If the child is absent on that particular day, we will mark absent in that sheet. When we come to the PTM, which problems or whatever very soon, we will just show you the sheet because we are going to maintain this sheet completely. So this one sheet, here we have the variability. This shows we will be giving grading system. A plus B, B plus C, C plus. Okay? If the child is very good at reading, we will give A plus. If it's not up to the mark, we give the grading accordingly. Next we have vocabulary. Spelling. Every week we are going to conduct a dictation to improve the vocabulary. So the marks are also entered by the subject teacher here. So this is all we are going to show you. Even if you have the CT papers, OBE papers, that doesn't matter. Whatever your child has written, that it is complete displayed here. So it is a complete transparency between the teachers and the parents, where the child can't escape. We have the safety which we conduct regularly. We are going to enter the marks sheet. When it is done, parents, you can also come and ask. So you can see that we will be able to understand that is done. Finally, for lower section, we have the training also. All the children participate when the training goes on in the class. Particularly for the primary section or to fifth classes. This is the individual report and we have this is how we have designed the entire textbook. This is the academic planner in which month how many chapters the teacher has to complete, how much portion we have to give for the periodic and the scientific examinations, and this is the complete. Finally, not the least, this is the student manual. Manual, what is the manual? Whenever you go to buy anything, like an electronic goods or something, along with the object, they will provide my manual. What is this manual? Manual is nothing, but it is a guide. It helps you how it has to be used. Now, this is the student manual. It helps the child write, how to follow the textbook, not to write it clearly, not to write it example. So it is an updated one. Earlier we used to just the key answers for the textbook. Not only this, if the child is absent, by going through this manual, we have trained the certain questions, we have trained the summary, we have trained the introduction. If the child reads all these skills, he will definitely understand or he will definitely get an idea what the is it clear? And here in the child manual we have started every lesson with a proper introduction, hard words, vocabulary focus, their meanings, breaking of the sentence, and then we are having the textual right? And before concluding the chapter, we have pages of OBDs which Sohana already introduced to you. And what are things the child has to write in CW, what are the child has to write in HRI, very clearly mentioned. So that neither the student or the parent should be confused by those systems. I just want to ask a question. How many of the parents have noticed that the child is carrying the manual? This is the manual. Any of the parents noticed the child is carrying the manual? Everyone చూసారా దాంట్లో ఏమో జెరాక్స్ కాపీస్ ఉంది ఏంటి చూసారా yes so you can I see the hands you have seen the manuals in manual చూసారా ఎవరు చూసారు 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 okay so this is the instruction Whenever you find the utility, when you have some spoken as utility kit, then the manuals will be distributed in the classrooms. So as ma'am has explained, I will give a clear explanation of what a student's manual is. As Anuradha ma'am said, it is a complete guide for the student as well as the parent. But as you can see, it will be given the lesson title will be given, and the title is difficult to pronounce. The pronunciation will be given according to the topic. Next, you will be given the summary of the lesson, and you will also be given the new words from the textbook. And the sign you will see CW. So if you see CW, it should be written in the classroom. How many notebooks your kids are carrying? Any idea? Kids, any notebooks where Shakal, please, how many notebooks your kids are having? 2 notebooks per subject. Okay, last year we had only 1 notebook for homework and classroom, but this academic year we have separated it for the classroom and the homework. In homework, whatever according to the timetable they will be given, they have to write it in it. And whenever there is a periodic test, that revision will also be written in the workbook. So coming back to the point, when you see the manual, you will see CW, HW. Whenever there is a CW, it has to be written in the classroom. So in your classroom, in your child's classroom, new words, lesson name, new words, frame sentence, questions. These are the main things they will write in the classroom. Apart from that, in the textbook, they have so many blanks for them to complete it, so they will complete the blanks. And rest of the portions, whatever the teachers are giving us homework, they will write. But coming to the manual, you will see paragraph questions. So you can see paragraph 1 to continue to the paragraph, make a question. So I'll explain to you clearly. I'm the teacher, I'm entering the class, I'm explaining a lesson. So first I have completed. Now I need to know whether the student has understood the lesson. What I will do, from that particular paragraph, in the manual you will see the questions. The teacher will ask the question to the kid. So here we are giving the transparency that what is happening in the classroom. Now what are the questions the teachers have already prepared and tried and ask the students so that the students will answer that. Now the teacher cannot randomly enter the class, take her lesson, explain it. She will not have idea of what question she has to ask. Maybe she will ask a random question. But when it is already pre-typed, it will go in a proper format. So now the student will understand, okay, this is the first paragraph, this is the content of the paragraph. The reason why we have started this format is, as you can see in the SSC examination, the questions are, you can see the questions from any corner of the text content. You don't get the repeated questions, and basically the questions will come as concept-based questions. Concept-based questions or real-life questions, what we can use in a real life. So to make that as an implement, we have created this format. Whenever there is an explanation, the teacher has to make sure that she will have an interaction with the student. Continue with the paragraph questions. You will see the textual key. Whatever answers needs to be written in the textbook, the key will be given, the answers will be given. So this is not just to copy, this will be drilled in the classroom, the teachers will explain that in the classroom. But this will be useful in 2 cases. One, as I mentioned already when I spoke, we are all human beings only, we are not robots. Sometimes, someday, we tend to make mistakes. Teachers will also make mistakes, we are also learners. So sometimes when the teacher makes a mistake by correcting a spelling mistake or something, obviously we recorrect it when we find it out. But the parent can immediately refer to the manual because the correct answers are given. So that is one advantage of it. And you also get to know which questions they have to write it as a homework. Following to that, we have also framed this paragraph questions will be called as OBT. We have noticed OBT is given. This OPT is nothing but open book test. Last academic year we used to conduct in a school, but this academic year I want the parents to conduct this OPT. So now you have the manual in your hands, right? You can ask the question. Questions are already framed. You ask the question to the child. The child must be able to find the answer. At least say in one word. So you get to know how attentive the child is in the class. So OPT is nothing but the homework for the first part when they are explaining the lesson. Once the explanation of the lessons are done, they go to the normal timeline homework from the textual questions. Continuing to the textual question homeworks, we have given the CBT, which is nothing but closed book test that will be conducted in the classroom. Per lesson, 2 CBT will be conducted, 2 tests will be conducted. So as the slide ma'am showed you, CBT columns will be there. So whenever you attend a PTM, there will be a proper transparency what the child is writing. So one time request of all the parents to go through the messages which we are posting in the WhatsApp. So we have a format of the homework. We have 3 subjects as homework. Maths will be regularly sent. Apart from maths, you will get either Telugu, Hindi, English or any other languages and subjects. Below that, you will be given reading activity. Reading activity is nothing but from the OBT. Passages they have to read and record. So I hope all the parents are doing. Please continue to do that. And immediately, whatever the CBT question they have given, that will be drilled in the classroom the before they are seen saw the column in the individual report. We will conduct the test and that marks will also be taken. So I just want to explain this individual report to your as well as the student environment. Thank you.
You have covered all the points of the organization. And I just want to say things regarding the teacher, parents, regarding the role of the parents. Parents are teachers, parents and teachers are the both sides of the same coin. They are like the both sides of the same coin. If you want to make the coin stand, you have to balance on either sides. A slight tilt, either this side or that side, will not let the coin stand. So, I expect the support from your side, anyone from your side, it will be there before concluding. So this is what I want to say. For the proper growth, for the proper development of the child, both the parents as well as the teachers, they have to come forward, look forward and do their duties. Finally, I would like to say only the GBR will provide a platform for everything. It is the parent along with the child who has to take the advantage of this platform so that they can meet the challenges in their future. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. And I would like to invite Mrs. Adhika, UBC to speak at the department.
Good morning, everyone. Especially giving time to the parents for spending time with us today. It's pleasant to explain about the issues that we are studying. So you also know that we parents have already given now is learning learning academy from here. The extra day, like a school program. So these classes will be conducted at the beginning of 3:30 to 6:30. Okay. And one more, we providing the coaching classes for the last year. So coming to that, we go to 3:30 to 6:30. So our program is very already GBR program, right? Every day they have a new activity, CBT, and even assessment classes we are taking care of that. So every day we are regarding the child reading activities and we are working engaging in the lecture their mind, storytelling activity, and brain games, indoor and outdoor games. Okay. First, actually, our motto is creating strong foundation for the right future, giving the right future to the children. So, it's just we are just focusing for helping the children understanding the concepts. Okay, not only for the by having the concepts, like by having the lessons, we are just giving the completely focus on the concepts. Even math, by mathematics, we are creating experience. Whenever they are having doubts, we are sharing in the okay. And coming to the extra activities, like I already informed, like outdoor and indoor games. And especially, I want the support from the Indian parents also. So, for example, like when we are clapping hands. So, when we can clap with the only single hand, no, right? So, if you clap with two hands, only it get a sound, right? So, one hand will be directed our side, and another hand will be our parents' side, and it was support. And we are available for each and every time for whatever coming out, you can contact me directly. So, I'm already working my ego Learning Academy. Even my contact number will be there. So, even the lessons are still going on. You can, for more details, you can contact me. And feel free to contact me, and I will explain everything. Thank you everyone. So time is in the evening. So even the school will be ended like 3:15, 3:30 around. So immediately the school has to be from 3:30 to 6 p.m. Even the from Saturdays will be holiday. So Saturdays are like they are running on Saturdays. So if the Saturdays practice can be in the afternoon. So immediately the school complete tuition will start. It's like 1 to 3 o'clock on Saturdays. So second half of Saturday will be holiday, and the holidays are like until I say holiday. Any extra holidays will be comes in between of the week. So those classes will be considered even the second, first and third Saturdays. And if you have any doubts, and you can ask them and even I'm waiting for more assistance. Thank you everyone, and thank you ma'am for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, madam. Next, I would like to call upon our GDR HOD meeting. Very dynamic and energetic. I should say, I don't know how many adjectives I have to place before her lady over here.
Yes, really, I think it's special. So, thank you ma'am, thank you for the interaction. Already good inspiration. I really thank you for the opportunity ma'am. I will do my best 100%. I will try to read it. So before we start, before I say continuously I see me. So I would like to request all the parents to stand up. Because we are all private. Teachers also. Teachers also, please. Everyone are also. I am feeling that morning energy is not visible now. Sit down. Okay, I am treating you all like my students. Okay? Stand up. Sit down. One child is not standing. This is writing the homework. Homework given by principal and feedback form. Okay. Please stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Sit down. Sit down. You should follow me. I will not follow. Okay, fine. Can we ask you all to clap loud? Do you remember your childhood days asking your teachers to play secret song? Yes or no, parents? Yes. Very good. Why do we play this game? Why do we clap? Always why teachers ask to clap the students. Do anyone of you know the reason for sitting and standing here and clapping? Okay, that is nothing. Any other? So our fingertips. We have nerves sensing on our fingertips. When you clap, the nerves get activated and it will wake up your brain. So that is the reason always the teacher asks to stand up. It's not punishment. It is to wake up your brain. Okay? And also to clap. Whenever a student does something good, they call him in the middle of the class, clap, 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 by clapping. It is appreciation, but also training your brain to be active. Next time you should stand like this. Okay? So being an in charge of the activities, I firmly believe education is not limited to books. Always I feel activity. When children enjoys learning, when the child experiences not just hearing. You are all hearing from since morning, right? So many speeches. How many points do you remember? Any 5 points you remember? Any 5 points? Chairman sir spoke, principal man spoke, vice principal man spoke, academic HOD spoke, and examination HOD spoke. These are like lessons, right? How teachers go inside the class, open the book, page number 5, Aladdin and the magic lamp. Will a child remember like that? So, I believe activity-based learning is very, very important for every child. Activities are not taking children away from the academics. They are making academics more meaningful. And one more thing, I will show you a small demo. By seeing this picture, teachers also can answer. By seeing this one picture, what is the first word that is striking in your mind? I want answers. Peacock, colors. Any other answers? National word, very good. Any others? Forest, nature, dancing, very good. So here, every child is unique. As educators, it is not, a teacher should not expect the same answer from every child. Instead, you should help every child to develop their own way of thinking, learning and expressing themselves. A teacher should never expect that A is only the correct answer. Now, so many answers I have received from teachers and parents. Is there any wrong answer here? Is there any wrong answer? Every answer is correct. This is how we take the children into the lesson. Directly we don't open the book, open the page number, jump into the lesson. That is not the way we teach in CDR, especially. Before starting the lesson, we do a warm-up, that is interactive session. First we speak about the topic before starting the lesson. So by this what happens? Without knowing itself, the children go into the lesson. They already have the idea about the lesson. Now teamwork is there, right? I have asked you, you told many things, many answers were given. So already he is connected to the lesson. For example, national bird is the lesson. He is already connected, right? He is having few ideas about the picture already. Some of you one thinks about one thing, another will think, someone will think, imagine about their childhood. When I went to India, I saw a peacock. So the different ideas will come in their mind. So directly they will connect to the lesson. Teacher has not no need to force the child. This is what activity means. No for all. For all. So this is how we do it. And ma'am, very good question. If it is a story which is related, every lesson we cannot go into the same concept. It depends on the weightage. Okay. For example, mathematics we cannot do it like this. Mathematics has a different approach. So every subject teacher has their own approach. How to reach the subject to the children. It is not same for everything. We cannot apply the same to all subjects. Telugu is different, Hindi is different, English is different. So every subject has its own weightage. Science is there. If the and show them the structure of the leaf, explain it. So experience is more important than listening. Because every child is different, their thinking level is different. Some easily they will understand when they read, some will understand by visualization. So it is different based on different students. And that is the reason we have so many activities going on in the junior school, like especially storytelling, role plays, group discussions. You have to remember group discussions. Why did we introduce this group discussions? Because in the beginning of the lesson, no child. When we start the group discussion after completing the lesson, we form groups in the classrooms and ask the students about their opinion. Imagine yourself as the main character and tell me what will you do in that situation. Will first standard student be able to say properly? Many thoughts may be running in his mind, but he might not be able to see. But in the practice, continuous practice, he will definitely do. So here we build teamwork, we build empathy, we build confidence, we allow children to explore. So this is how we do it in India School. And I hope you all understand the session. If you have any doubts, you are always welcome to meet the teachers, admin department, class teachers, subject teachers, everyone are ready to answer you. So thanks to everyone for your valuable time. Thank you so much.
Like very much focused. Have you please completed your feedback form? Please move maybe like good, nice, improved. Give statement, okay? So that will actually give us a nice appreciation. So I want the teachers to please do collect the feedback forms. Not the pens, pens are for you. You can keep the pens with you. And if you have not written, please
All the parents for a small photograph, a group pic. So please, I request everyone to come for a group photo. All the parents.